Yes.
Well, welcome to our recipe night. I'm Cindy Sparling, and we have some of our consultants, and we have some brand new consultants, and we have a few guests with us tonight. So if you want to just kind of swing around the room, let everybody say hello. Recipe night is where we all get together and we learn how to make a new recipe. So tonight we're going to make two fun things because we have so many fun and exciting things going on at the Pampered Chef. So the first thing we're going to make tonight is a king cake. We're going to teach our consultants how to make a king cake so they can go out and they can do it at their shows. And this is a fun booking tool because there's only a small window of time that we're celebrating the Mardi Gras season, and it's really big here in the South. So you can advertise this, and this is a great way to get somebody to book a show between now and the 12th of February, which is Fat Tuesday. So to make our king cake, we're going to start with crescent rolls. We're going to use 2 cans of crescent rolls. I did get the low fat, and I find they work just fine. And you want to make sure you keep your crescent rolls refrigerated until you're ready to work with them so that you can unroll them easily. And we're just going to separate all the little triangles. We're going to put the wide points toward the center with the wide bases of the triangle toward the center with the points hanging out over the edges. And I just kind of mash it down a little bit. This is a great job for our little one-handed roller to kind of mash the seams together and just flatten it a little bit. So that is going to be the cake of the king cake. Now, I've got some little fun Mardi Gras decorations. I'm trying to get into the mood here. We're going to take our small batter bowl, and we have got already softened in here 4 ounces of cream cheese. And we're going to add some fun things to this. We have a bag of brown sugar, and I just learned this tip tonight from 2 of our consultants here, that if your brown sugar is hard, I pulled this out, it's been left in the pantry from Christmas, and it was hard as a rock. So 30 seconds in the microwave, I'll soften it up. If that doesn't do it, give it another 30 seconds. So I was all excited. Here I've been cooking all these years and never did. So we're going to take our little measure-all cup. I've got it set to a half of a cup. It comes like this. You just press in the center and twist. It's the easy way to get it to whatever measurement. We have this in the 1 cup and the 2 cup size. Now the easiest way to measure brown sugar is just to kind of dig down in your bag, pack it in there, and lift out your half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar or stuff or whatever you need, and right into the recipe. This is a fabulous piece for so many other things. Who has one of these? All right, Glenda, what do you use yours for?
Peanut butter, Crisco, when I'm making pie crust.
Right. Wonderful for ketchup, molasses. You can do liquids in this end, but when I'm doing things like honey or ketchup, I always use this end because it just pushes every bit of it out. It's also great for rice because you always have to measure the water first. So with the 2 cup size, you can measure your water, pour it in, and then measure your rice on your other end. And the rice is not all sticking to the wet part. So that's our little measure-all cup. And we need to add about 1/4 cup of raisins to this. So we'll just drop those in. We've already measured those in one of our little measuring cups. And we're going to use a little bit of our Madagascar vanilla. We do sell this. It's a double strength Madagascar bourbon vanilla. So it's wonderful. If you're having a bad day, just take a little swig of this. We'll be happy. I'm just teasing. So we're going to put, what does it say there, Sally? How much cinnamon?
It says a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay, so we're going to go way down here, because I only got one of my spoons out, and this is one of our adjustable measuring spoons. They come in a set of 2, and with the 2 spoons, imaginary the other one and this, you can do 10 different measures, and of course they just pop open for cleaning. So we've got a little bit of the cinnamon in. I'm going to pass this around and let you all smell it. This is the best stuff. It's got the most wonderful smell. This is the kind they use at the Cinnabon place at the mall. I probably shouldn't say that on tape. But you know how when you walk by the mall and it smells so wonderful? This is the kind of cinnamon they use. You will fall in love with it. Okay, how much vanilla do we want? Am I imagining that?
You know what?
Oh, that's for the icing. Oh, well, let's wait a minute. I'm going to put it in the wrong place. We love that. So let's see. Oh, I've got these ready, and we just need to chop these up a little bit, and I'm not sure if I have a food chopper in here, come to think of it. I do not. I got a food chopper. I can put them in there. I've got one of those right here. Let's do that. Let's just pull it out. That is the one that was in a car accident.
Oh,
and it's not hazardous. No.
I'm within a very bad car accident.
And it is not a happy food chopper anymore. We won't pull that one out right now. Oh, this is great. I've never done nuts in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's do it a couple more times. Hey, I'm loving this. Okay, so we've got some chopped up nuts, and we stir those in?
Yeah.
Or we sprinkle them on top after we put this in? I'm thinking we
So
sprinkle it.
set aside, okay.
Okay, let me get a little smaller spoon. Actually, I think I'm going to use one of the bamboo
Yes,
spoons
you
for
mix
this.
that filling.
Okay, I want to get this cream cheese and brown sugar all mixed good. Let's get this in. And you put the nuts in with this or sprinkle
No,
on top?
sprinkle on top.
Okay, that's what I was remembering for some reason. Okay. So who wants to be my first helper? We got this all mixed up, and somebody can come spread this around for me.
It's a bamboo spoon.
You want to come help me? Glenda, you want to help? Right. Okay, Glenda, why don't you take this, and we're just going to spread it all around. Just stay on this part, kind of the overlapping parts with that. And then we'll sprinkle nuts on that in a minute. And while Glenda's getting that laid out, we're going to go ahead and start on the icing. And I've got one of our stainless steel bowls. I would use the smaller one, but it's in my kit right now. So this is one that was in my kitchen. And we're going to add about a cup and a half of powdered sugar. This is a little easily measuring cup, and I love these because there's a little pouring in here. I could tell when I had the right amount. And also they're great for stirring because they mix with powdered sugar. So there's our powdered sugar, and we have a little bit of milk, don't we? Three or four tablespoons of milk. Okay, now that right here. We can do this a couple times. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. We're going to get the icing ready. So with the show, I would go ahead and do this in advance. The only reason I didn't have the icing already mixed up tonight is I wanted to do all the kid how I was doing. So with the show, after I get in and get set up, I would stop at that kid how I would go ahead. Who wants to? How about Letty? You want to just kind of whisk that together for us? But at the show, I would have this part already done. Okay, because really not a whole lot to see, and I would just hold up the bowl and say, here it is, and here's what I did. Excellent. You should be a consultant. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, here's where our vanilla goes. Yay. I knew I had that out for a reason. All righty. So we want about, how much vanilla? Lady, you want to put about a teaspoon of this wonderful vanilla in there. So getting back to the icing, I would have this already mixed up. Now when you do a king cake, you can do it a couple different ways. You can put just the white, clear icing on top and decorate it with different color sprinkles. And I've got here green, purple, and supposedly gold, yellow gold. And I was just going to read this, because if you don't know this, and I'm glad to share this recipe with any of you all, but I did a little research because it's just fun at our shows when we can give some different information and just fun little facts about the king cake. The king cake tradition began in France in the 19th century, honoring the Christian story of the three kings traveling with gifts for the Christ child. The cake's three colors represent justice, that's the purple is justice, the green is faith, and the gold is power. The cake's ring shape, too, is significant as it symbolizes the unity of all Christians as well as the shape of a king's crown. Before plastic babies were available, bakers added dried beans, corns, even coins in the cake to bestow wealth, luck, and to pick the Mardi Gras king and queen. Today, people of all faiths enjoy king cakes between the 12th night, which is Epiphany, and Mardi Gras, which this year is February the 12th. So that's just a little fun thing on how the king cake came to be. And here's our little baby. So we're going to actually, in a little while, hide a baby in the king cake. So I need another volunteer, somebody that hadn't had a turn. What we're going to do to put our, oh, I was about to leave the nuts out. This is just like a real show. Let's just pull this one back. And let's sprinkle those nuts on there. So we'll get the king cake in the oven and we'll get it cooking. This is why I would already have the icing part done. So all I have to do is very quickly get this in the oven so it can cook and cool, because then we'll hide the baby in it when it comes out of the oven. Some people say you can cook them with the baby in there, but I'm just I just got this thing about this melted baby in my king cake. Just can't quite do there. Do that. I can't go there. So I'm not sure how well that would go over to show. So I wait. What I do is get this in the oven, and then I tell my host when the timer goes off, because I'll be in the other room doing the wrap-up portion of my show when this comes out of the oven. When it comes out of the oven, of course it's going to poof up and brown. Just lift the little edge up with a spatula, cut a little hole in the bottom, and hide the baby somewhere. So the baby is going to be stuck up in there, and none of us will know where it is. And I usually take an extra little prize for whoever gets the piece with the baby. So I do warn them, be careful, don't swallow huge chunks just in case, because we don't know where that baby is. But it's always fun when somebody yells, I got the baby. So we'll put this in the oven, and we're going to cook this for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. And when it comes out of the oven, I usually have my host put the icing on, or if she wants to, if we're done with the wrap-up point, she can get 2 or 3 of her guests in there, because it's always fun for them to get to decorate it. And that way I'm free to be starting on orders, doing the door prize drawing, all of that, while they're having fun decorating the cake. So getting back to how to decorate this, once it poofs all up and cooks and cools a little bit, you have 2 choices. You can either take your white icing and you can separate it into 3 bowls, and you can color it with food coloring. And you can use the 3 different colors of colored icing. Or I think it's simpler and a lot less messy just to put the icing on it and then decorate it with the different color sprinkles. But you know, I leave it up to each host and her guests whatever they want to do. And sometimes they get really creative. They're like children in the kitchen. They just have a lot of fun with this. So there's your king cake. And maybe we'll get a finished shot of it after you guys all decorate it. Okay? Thank you.